Hi, I'm Ahmed Nasser. This is Group 16 presenting the dengue virus.
Hi, my name is Kiana Reed, explaining slides 2 and 3. I'm here to talk to you about dengue. Dengue is a virus spread to people through a bite of an infected species, or in other words, the mosquito. Dengue virus can cause damage to blood and lymph vessels and lead to hemorrhagic fever, causing one to have difficult breathing, bruising, and bleeding from the nose, gums, and under the skin. Every year, the virus infects up to 100 million people and kills about 22,000 people, with most of them being children. People who come into contact with dengue a second time are the ones who are more at risk of developing severe disease. Now we will talk about how dengue is diagnosed. Dengue is diagnosed in the laboratory by serologic tests by taking blood samples from the patient and testing it. During the acute phase of the disease, the antigen detection is how dengue is recognized, as well as pairing the serology during the recovery phase of the dengue fever. Diagnosing dengue fever can be difficult because the signs and symptoms can be easily confused with other diseases such as malaria, leptospirosis, and typhoid fever.
Factors that contribute to get dengue. The contributing factors are mosquitoes who have been infected by a dengue virus, a person that has been bitten by an infected mosquito, or a person who is traveling or living in a tropical or subtropical area gives a high risk of exposure. A subtropical area is more so of hot and humid with short, mild winter and very short seasons such as autumn and spring. Tropical is more of warm temperatures with a good amount of precipitation with at least 59 inches of rainfall annually. Usually people don't get infected unless they have traveled or lived in tropical or subtropical areas. If you don't live in those places, you will not be infected by this virus. So keep that in mind. The underlying causes of dengue virus is severe headache, high fever, pain behind eyes, joint pain, and muscle pain. Severe headaches is more so of a headache that you just can't bear. It's something that you just can't control, and it's constantly. High fever is above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Pain behind eyes, it all varies depending on if you have bad sinuses or anything. But me specifically, I wouldn't be concerned about pain behind eye. Joint pain, muscle pain. Joint pain is mostly dealing with the flu. Pain can be with the flu. But the most two common symptoms I would worry about is the severe headaches and the high fever. And you should only be concerned if you have been in the subtropical areas and you have been bitten by a mosquito. So if you have a spot on your arm, you see that you have been bitten, then you need to go get that checked out because you might have the virus.
Hello, this is Hayden Hayes, and I will be talking about the natural history of dengue as well as how the disease spreads on a cellular level. It is difficult to pinpoint when vector-borne diseases are transmitted from the vector to the host, so the incubation period can be difficult to pinpoint. The incubation period is usually pieced together using incidence data from the point source of the outbreak. The incubation period in the vector can be anywhere from 2 to 75 days, making vector control very difficult. About 80% of bites from infected vectors result in disease. The incubation period of the virus in the host is negatively associated with the severity of the disease, so the longer the incubation period, the less severe the disease. A bite from an infected mosquito transmits both mature and immature dengue viruses to the host. Dendritic cells capture the viruses and transport them to lymphatic cells, which then carry them to regional DNLs. From the DNLs, the virus may take one of two routes. It may encounter a dengue-naive B cell that produces IgMs, or it may encounter a T cell-dependent germinal center reaction. At this point, the GCs produce a mixture of neutralizing and cross-reactionary reactions to attempt to destroy the virus. If the GCs are successful, the virus will be neutralized and destroyed. However, if they are not successfully destroyed, the virus will then be able to easily spread to target cells of the body, spread by B cells.
Hi, this is Ahmed Nasser, and today I will be talking about the agent, host, and environment of the virus dengue, and also what model of disease causation best fits for this virus. As we know, for the dengue virus, the agent is the dengue virus. Dengue virus is a species of the genus Flavivirus. Flavivirus is a genus of the family Flaviviridae, which, as was noted earlier, also known as the group B arbovirus, which has many subgroups and species. As we know, humans are main hosts of this virus, but not only humans are, but also primates. Humans become the host from this virus, from the vector being a mosquito, this mosquito being Aedes aegypti, species of mosquitoes. This virus is mainly spread worldwide, but Southeastern Asia makes up 70% of the total global burden of the disease, being the most common. Another area where this virus would be prevalent is near mosquito breeding grounds, so mainly stagnant waters. The best model of disease causation for dengue would be the epidemiological triad. This shows that the vector interacts with the agent, host, and environment, meaning that all factors rely on each other. The agent, being dengue, relies on the environment to produce mosquitoes, being the vector. The agent also relies on the vector in order to infect the host, being the human or primates. Repellent cream is a cream that protects the skin from a single bite of the mosquito. This cream lowers the risk of one receiving the dengue virus as well as prevents it. One has to apply the cream every 8 hours in order to keep the skin protected from the species of mosquitoes. One must also reapply this cream after showering and reapply the cream onto skin before going to bed. The cost of this cream will be $20 and will be sold over the counter as well as given at your local health facilities. For the target population, these groups are more prone to the virus because they are the most active population that the mosquitoes would target. In order to help decrease this rare virus in certain countries, we must provide resources such as primary care and/or secondary care. Primary care is health promotion, where you get health maintenance, patient education, etc. Secondary care is more so of a specialist, diseases that a primary doctor cannot help with. In other words, we need to target those who are more vulnerable to the virus, which are the ages 5 to 35 years old. If certain countries with low income do not have the necessities, we need to bring those necessities to them to help decrease the spread of the virus.
This is Hayden Hayes, and I will be talking about the distribution for our intervention. In order to distribute the repellent cream, we plan to supply the local health facilities in our target areas with the cream. Instructions will be to distribute the cream to low-income people first, since higher-income people likely already have access to protective measures such as this. In addition to ensuring proper distribution, we will also plan to instruct the health facilities on how to properly educate people on how to use the repellent cream. It needs to be reapplied at least every 8 hours to be effective, so people will need to use it right before they go to sleep. It also needs to be reapplied after bathing. Proper distribution and education on how to use the repellent cream is essential to this intervention's success.